Fuck you!
Hello, everybody. I'm John,
I'm Justin.
and we're the Gore
Goblins.
and we're back
Finally.
after a 2-week hiatus
Again.
because I went out of town 2 weeks for work. That's what happens when you work.
Yep.
It's great. Anyway, yeah, so we're back.
Partially wearing black.
And, yeah, I guess. And also, this week, we're back on Scream. Today
Yeah.
we're talking about Scream 2. Came out in 1997. Forgive my voice, by the way. I got a sore throat because allergies are a thing.
Yeah.
And God decided to give me them because
Thanks.
he's God. I don't know. He can do whatever he wants. But yeah, Scream 2 came out in 1997. Came out a whole year, or I think just under a year after the first one because the first one did so well, which is something we're going to see happen again with Scream 5 and 6. But the first one made a lot of money, kind of brought about a renaissance for slashers, and made them all become self-aware because, like anything with capitalism, something makes money and then everybody's like, we have to do that now. A good example is like the MCU. Another good example is Fortnite.
Ugh.
You know, Battle Royale becomes a big thing, and now every
game is being ruined by it.
now everybody's like, hey, let's do that. And then every game's like, hey, let's do a battle pass too. It worked for Fortnite. Isn't it cool when you have a battle pass in a fucking fighting game? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted 20 years ago when you played Tekken 4 for the first time? Isn't that exactly what you wanted? Is that you wanted Tekken 8 to have a fucking battle pass? Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, so, that's what happened with Scream. You had, like, Valentine's Day. You had fucking Halloween H2O for better or worse, mostly for worse. You had even Halloween Resurrection. I Know What You Did Last Summer. A lot of self-referential shit.
Urban Legend.
Urban Legend's another big one, yeah. And, that's all because of Scream. So one good thing about this one, which I'm just going to say up front, I enjoyed it a lot more than I remember enjoying it. I remember not really liking it. But this is also when I had a Letterboxd account, and I had to, like, decide how much I liked something based on how much I liked the last movie I watched, because I got, like, real self-conscious about giving a bunch of movies the same score. And that's part of why I got rid of my Letterboxd account. Or, I didn't get rid of it. It's still there, but I don't use it anymore because it's like... I stopped watching movies for the love of it. And I started feeling obligated to fucking write a review. And that's just not my thing. I'm more of a, yeah, that was a great movie, and then I move on. And then if I want to talk about it at length, then that's what I do. Which, certified sidetrack segment time.
Let's go. Sidetrack.
While I was out and about for work, I saw a couple movies. One of them, neither of them really horror. I didn't really see a horror movie until I got back. But I saw No Country for Old Men in theaters, which is really cool. Because the small theater in the town I was in, I think it's like Synergy Cinemas is the name of the chain. They were just showing No Country for Old Men for $5, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, all right." So I went and watched that. Forgot how good that movie was. What was upsetting about it though is that the projector was busted, I think the projector was going out. So like on old tube TVs, how when they're starting to go out, you start getting like red outlines, like red and green out, like the colors separating. Like that's what it was kind of like, which kind of helped it because the movie's almost 20 years old now, and also it's basically a Western, so it kind of reminded me of like when I used to watch Westerns with my grandpa on his old fucking shitty ass TV before he got a new one, which made the ending a lot more potent for me. So yeah, great movie, love that. The next day, I went to go see Challengers, which is directed by the same guy that directed Call Me By Your Name. And you know me, I'm gay, so of course I know Call Me By Your Name. And Challengers, that's the same dude that directed the Suspiria remake, Luca Guadagnino. That's his name. Italian. Anyway, so he's Challengers is really fucking good. I've seen the trailer so much that I was sick of it. And then I saw a bunch of people on Twitter and on YouTube talking about how like no, this movie's actually like fucking amazing. So then I'm like, sure, it's a $2 ticket. I have Alamo season pass. I'll just go to an Alamo Draft House, whatever. So then I go, and there's a part early on in the movie where like they're just playing tennis, right? Because it kind of centers around like this one match, and then it kind of like bounces around back and forth in time, kind of to like establish the stakes of this particular game. And there's a point where the soundtrack kicked in, and I saw God. That's what happened. I saw God because that soundtrack was so fucking good. It's Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, so like but he hasn't really put out a soundtrack that I've been crazy about. But he did this time. God damn, that shit had me levitating, man. Oh my god. And then the movie itself was good. It was a good time. Probably one of the better movies I've seen of the year, which is saying a lot. But considering that it's only April, but yeah, it was very good. I had a very good time with that. And then I got home and I went to go see Abigail, which is the newest Radio Silence movie, which we've covered Ready or Not before, and that's that same team. It was good. They're pretty consistent. They also did Scream 5 and 6, which we'll talk about when we get to it. But they're pretty consistent in their execution. So I don't think I've been disappointed by a movie they've put out yet. If anything, they keep getting better, I think. I don't know. I think I like Ready or Not a little bit more than Abigail, but it's consistent. One thing they're very good at is writing characters that you give a shit about, and that is still the case with Abigail. Very fun time at the movies. Go see it. Go support horror, please. There's not a lot of it. There is a lot of it.
3 movies coming out.
But you know what, Justin? Shut up. I'm trying to be inspirational.
James McAvoy or whatever his fucking name is.
James McAvoy?
Yeah, him.
The one with the...
Where they gave the whole movie away literally in the trailer.
In the trailer? Yeah, I don't know what it's called. They showed that before Challengers. They showed that... Or no, they showed that trailer before Abigail.
I still watch it because he's just a fucking good actor.
Yeah, he's really good in Split.
You got Tarot coming out. That looks dumb.
Yeah, I don't care about Tarot. I meant support horror movies that are like, not slop. That's what I meant. So,
you know what I watched?
Not that the James McAvoy thing is slop. What did you do, Justin?
I watched the Star Wars sequels again.
Why?
Because I liked them.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But like, what was there? Was there like an occasion?
No, I was just bored.
You just felt like watching them.
Well,
okay.
And I've been playing Revenge of the Sith. Again.
Oh, the Xbox
That game
one?
pisses me off.
Yeah,
I forgot
dude.
how hard it was.
No, I remember when I was a kid, I was playing it on original Xbox, and it would like hurt my index finger because I was constantly blocking, and I would get mad, so I'd be fucking hugging that trigger. And so, that's a hard game.
Let's see, what else have I been
But
doing?
you watched the sequels. How'd you feel about them on reevaluation?
I mean, I had no problem with them.
You still like them?
I still had fun watching
You still like all of them?
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite, though?
Oh. It's hard to pick a favorite. But probably Last Jedi, I don't know.
That's pretty good. That's probably what I would say in hindsight. I really like Force Awakens. I remember I have not
Force
watched...
Awakens is fucking solid. Like I love that one.
I have not watched... It's a better version of A New Hope. I've been saying this, and in 10 years, when everybody says the same fucking thing, I'll be vindicated.
And after watching it again, I don't understand people saying Finn didn't have a character arc. All he didn't do was be a Jedi. That's it.
Yeah.
He had a fine character arc.
I think across the trilogy, they kind of botched it because of how... I mean, I'll still stand by the fact that he should have probably died in Last Jedi, but he still kind of had that character arc where he was going to sacrifice himself. Mm-hmm. So it still works. It's just that, like, to me, it's more satisfying to make the ultimate sacrifice, I guess. But like, I don't know. That's splitting hairs at this point, because you already had Luke sacrificing himself. So like, it wouldn't. So like, if you got two characters doing it, it kind of feels like. I think that's why he did it, because it would have felt like too much clutter at the end there. But I mean, it works. Adam Driver is solid across all three of them. I know that. But I haven't watched Rise of Skywalker since I saw it in theaters because I know I'm probably not gonna like it when I rewatch it.
I mean, there's parts in that one where you're just like, oh god, did they really do that?
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Not just that. I mean, the whole fucking ending sequence too is just.
It feels
Or
rushed.
when everyone's dying in Poe's just like, I'm sorry, my friends, we all tried. And
It
then
feels
fucking
rushed.
Lando, oh, there's more of us. And it's like, okay, you just copied Avengers, cool.
You also copied Return of the Jedi, so I mean, but for Rise of Skywalker is just rushed because nobody liked Last Jedi, and Disney was upset about like 5 people on YouTube that made a bunch of fucking videos about it, and they were like, "Well, we got to get JJ back," who had no idea what to do. So then he was like, "Fuck it, we'll bring Palpatine back." He smoked a bowl and said that. Disney was like, "All right." So that's what happened. I mean, I'm sure it's still fun. I just know I'm not gonna like it. I just know I'm not gonna like it. But
There's just like too much thrown into that movie for no reason.
that's what it's because it's fan service. That's Last Jedi was like,
Or the whole thing with Finn meeting another group of defective stormtroopers, and was like, why?
I completely
you threw
even
that
for-
in at like the
I
last
completely
15
forgot
minutes
about
of the
that,
movie.
Justin. I'm gonna be honest. But like you have to look at it this way: Force Awakens has a pretty decent amount of fan service, not enough for me to dislike it, but it's there. And then Last Jedi was like anti-fan service, which is why nobody liked it, even though all they bitched about with Force Awakens was there's too much fan service. And then Rise of Skywalker comes out, and it's way too much fucking fan service. And it's just like, I don't know, it got to a point where it was like compromising the story, and I don't like that. So that's why I know I'm not gonna like it.
Or like kind of some of the forced fan service that was in Jurassic World Dominion.
Yeah, but that did have one of the best line reads of all time.
Yeah, and Claire screams.
Yeah. What? That's so fucking good. Like there's pure terror in her face. That's like the perfect line read. It's so good. God, I haven't even seen that movie, but I've seen that clip, and it's incredible. I love it so much. Anyway, so yeah, what else did you watch?
I watched a random ass horror movie. I don't remember what it was because I barely paid attention.
Nice.
That's how entertaining it was.
Nice.
I found a really old movie that finally got added to Amazon.
What is it?
It's called Monster Man. I saw it on Sci-Fi a long time ago.
What year is it from?
I don't remember the year, but the whole plot of the movie is like really dumb.
Okay, sci-fi, yeah. Yeah, I remember Aztec Rex.
It's just this dude is going to this girl's wedding that he had a crush on. He's going to her wedding to admit that he had feelings for her.
I mean, you gotta, it's closure. He's got to do it for himself,
and
right?
of course, his fat, funny ass friend had to sneak into the car to scare him. So,
Classic fat, funny ass friend behavior.
So
dude.
then they start talking about that fucking movie with a sled or something about Rosebud. I don't know.
Oh, Citizen Kane.
Yeah, but then he kept making a joke about Rosebud referring to pussy.
So why not? I said, why not a prolapse? Because that's what a rosebud is.
And then there was
It's a prolapse.
And then this fucking girl is hitchhiking, and instead of picking her up when they drive by, he just screams Rosebud at her. But then they eventually end up picking her up, and she's part of the whole plot of the Monster Man, and because she's a fucking Satanist woman who wants to bring her brother back to life because her other brother got drunk and ran him over.
Awesome, dude. What a time to be alive.
And so she ends up fucking the nerdy dude because it's all part of the ritual. They gotta stand in a circle with stand in a pentagram.
Oh, is it fucking Midsummer?
I don't know.
Is it fucking? That sounds like fucking Midsummer.
He has to eat the flesh of the living, so he gets tricked into eating soup that was made with people.
This is fucking Midsummer. Did Ari Aster watch this movie when he was younger?
And then when it all starts to the climax and they figure everything out, the brother that they're trying to rebuild his body, he's like, wait, so if I get this dude's body, does that mean I fucked my own sister?
Yeah.
And then they fucking flick their tongues at each other, so it's like, okay, we know what kind of family y'all are.
Incredible.
And then the last 5 minutes of the movie are just the nerdy dude running the Monster Man over and over and over again. And then as they drive away in his big monster truck, it just pans back over to the corpse of the monster man with his mouth still intact, saying, "You can't kill me." Yeah.
Awesome, dude. What a great sounding movie.
It was great.
I'm glad you saw it again.
What else did I do?
Is that all you watched? I feel like I watched something else, but it's not popping into my head, so.
It's all that's worth of note that I started watching The Boys again.
Oh, yeah. From the beginning?
Yep.
That's too bad.
It's great.
Anyways,
let's talk about Scream before I fall asleep.
Scream 2, because Justin's a sleepy boy, because he works really hard. He's a sleepy little boy. Ooga boogoo. So,
yeah, I like that Beatles song. It's been a hard day's work.
It's been a hard day's night.
A hard day's night. Something I don't
And I've been
know.
working like a dog.
I don't listen to the Beatles.
It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, you know the things that you do will make me feel alright. Like, that's how it goes. Come on. Come on. Fucking amateur.
You know my opinion on the Beatles.
Yeah, it's wrong. Anyway.
I tolerate them, but I do not
it's wrong.
praise
Anyway.
them.
Anyway. So, Scream 2, yeah, came out pretty... And this was...
More like Scream put on your shoe.
I'm pretty sure this one... not only was it the victim of a lot of studio rewrites and shit, but like I'm pretty sure the ending leaked before it came out, which is why Scream 3 has the production hell that it has that we'll talk about when we get to that one. But yeah, Scream 2, I liked it a lot more than I remember liking it.
I liked it way more than the first one.
I don't know if I like it more than the first one, but I definitely like it more than I thought I did. The only part that I still really don't fucking like is the bit where Jerry O'Connell starts singing in the cafeteria.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Just because it's cringy and dumb and very fucking 90s. And I was telling my friend about it because he likes Scream 2.
Am I watching Breakfast Club now?
You know, Breakfast Club is a good movie, but I was talking to my friend about it because he likes Scream 2 a lot. And he was like, well, you've just never been in love. And I'm like, no, I have been. I've just never felt compelled to embarrass myself in front of a bunch of people at a cafeteria.
Or embarrass the person that I care about.
Yeah. I mean, if it's Nev Campbell, though, I might. I don't know. That's a maybe. Who knows? I don't. Anyway, so, yeah. This movie's actually good. So when I watched it the first time, I remember thinking, you know, we're just going to jump into spoilers. I don't give a fuck. When I watched it the first time, I remember thinking I didn't recognize who Ghostface was when he took the mask off because you don't see Mickey for like 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah, he just like disappears right after the
and I mean rewatching it with the knowledge that he's Ghostface.
Who the fuck is calling me?
It's easier for me to be like, oh, he disappears because he's Ghostface because Debbie's doing whatever the fuck she's doing trying to...
Who's Debbie?
To Billy's mom.
Oh.
Billy's mother.
Billy's mom has got it going on.
But
not
no,
really.
No,
that's my least favorite part of the movie, though.
What, you don't like Billy's mom?
No.
You think it's dumb?
Kinda.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind when we get to a later sequel. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but I'll keep it in mind. Anyway, so
I mean, it's just like your son was a murderer. Well, yeah,
what
are you
but
trying
like,
to avenge? Like, yeah, I get Sydney's mom supposedly fucked up your family.
do you know how moms are though?
But
like,
I mean, if Billy's mom really was some fat waste that Sydney couldn't recognize as skinny, then maybe she should have taken that and pursued a better life instead of trying to murder Sydney again.
Well, I mean, that's the ultimate thing, right? Is that revenge doesn't give you anything, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, when I first like watching it now, I'm like, oh, Mickey disappears because he's doing all that Ghostface shit. Like he's the one driving after he kills those two cops.
I keep calling her Sydney because that's what it is in Scary Movie.
It's Sydney, yeah.
Sydney.
Yeah, you got to get it right, dude. Anyway, so yeah, she fucking, you know, Mickey shows up and he's all like, yeah, but I got it. I'm going to blame the movies, blah, 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 which, you know.
And then that fucking song starts playing.
Which song?
The stupid, oh, Mickey, you're so fine.
I don't think that's what happens.
Can you imagine if that played during the whole ending sequence?
Maybe if it was...
That would have been great.
Maybe if it was a Scary Movie, that would have happened. But yeah, yeah, and then Debbie shows up and she's all like, yeah, I'm fucking... here because you killed
I'm
my
here to
son.
avenge Billy.
You killed my son, and I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I watched Friday the 13th too much.
But no, I liked the ending worked a lot better after I knew who the killer was, because then it made more sense. Because, like I said,
Okay, but what was Mickey's part?
I
in
didn't
it? What
fucking
was
recognize
he getting out of
Timothy
it?
Oliphant. He's a psychopath.
Oh yeah, she was paying for his college.
Well, he's also a psychopath.
Yeah, that too.
Like, he's also just fucking crazy. Like, that's really what it boils down to. He's fucking crazy.
He defends sequels. He should be killed.
So, okay. So, starting from the beginning, the movie starts with a running gag.
I
that's-
almost turned it off.
Well, yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith is
That
pretty
bitch
insufferable, but
Annoyed me.
but she's kind of right about some stuff, and I'll get into that in a second. But you know, it starts out with a running joke that's kind of like throughout the franchise, is that there's a movie within a movie called Stab, and it's basically every iteration of Stab is basically the last movie's plot, but in universe, if that makes sense. And there's some nice little Easter eggs with like who plays who. Like I think David Schwimmer plays Dewey. Tori Spelling is fucking Sydney. Luke Wilson is Billy Loomis. And then in universe, I think Robert Rodriguez is the one that directed Stab 1, which I think is very funny. But yeah, so, and it's funny because Robert Rodriguez actually, if I remember right, I think he actually directed those sequences, I think, but I don't remember. I'd have to check that. I might be thinking of Scream 4, but either way, this is a running gag throughout the franchise, is that there's movies within a movie. But yeah, you got Jada Pinkett Smith and her boyfriend, and she's insufferable. She's just, I don't know, annoying. She's kind of right about some stuff, though.
Is she though?
Talking about how Stab is just a movie full of white people that are stupid that don't know when to leave a house. And I'm like, that is most horror movies, actually. That is most of them. They just...
She can't throw fucking shade
they
at
just
black
don't-
people not being in horror movies.
just
Fucking
don't do it.
LL Cool J survived Deep Blue Sea. Ice Cube survived Anaconda.
LL Cool J also survived Halloween H2O.
Yeah, that too.
No, I mean, it's not so much that, but it's like a majority. I mean, there's that like that running joke where it's like, you know, if you see white people will just be like, what was that noise? And then go and investigate.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me being Hispanic or a black person would just be like, fuck this.
Or just like
I'm leaving.
like the joke in the first Scary Movie when it's
Exactly,
the black
yeah.
reporter, white woman
Exactly.
dead, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Like that's the whole bit. Yeah. So,
She's just very insufferable about it.
and then she has that. I do kind of like how she like gets into the movie and she's like, "What the fuck are you like? Run!" I kind of like that part.
Not
But,
if
like,
you're in the theater. I'd be telling that bitch to shut
but
up.
like, did you see that theater, Justin?
Well, yeah, that
That
too.
theater's fucking obnoxious.
Like I told you when I got to that part, I was like, I would have just left.
It's like being at a fucking movie party at Alamo Draft House. Like everybody's just fucking talking. But you know,
Yeah, that place is cool, but
like it's like I was telling Justin, like, did they all read the book? Like, why is everybody so hyped up about Stab?
because they're getting free stuff when they go to the movie.
Yeah, but like, what the like? Also, what the fuck, dude? Like, that doesn't. It's
Well, the
so
studio
weird.
sent them over. The studio bought a bunch of fucking costumes to just hand out to every theater that's playing this movie. Like, what was their budget?
Well, this was a preview event, so that's probably why.
Oh.
So you know that was the thing.
Still.
But you know, yeah. So anyway, her boyfriend gets stabbed through a stall wall.
Stall wall.
He gets an ear exam, you know,
Yeah.
and then Jada Pinkett Smith gets stabbed like fucking 10
7
times.
times.
7 times? Yeah, she gets stabbed like 7 fucking times, and then she dies.
And her scream death was really stupid.
And hey, man, that's how it be, baby. And then you get Scream 2. That's the title card.
And that's
and then,
the
you
only
know.
scene from Scream 2 that is in Scary Movie.
Yes. Yes. But, you know, then the rest of the movie happens. Nev Campbell, or Sydney's at, like... so we're going to have the same fucking problem I had with Nightmare on Elm Street. Sydney is at a fucking college, like, across the country, I'm pretty sure. Randy's there, too.
She has caller ID now, so...
Yeah, so
'cause
nobody
people
can...
be pranking her.
can prank her, and you know she's just out there being hot and stuff, and you know going to school, but then she finds out about the murders.
You know, I don't understand how one time my dad told me Courtney Cox is ugly. I'm like, What fucking woman are you looking at?
In Scream 2 especially. Those fucking red streaks in her hair. Oh my god.
I think it's just because he hated her character in those
Oh
few
my
episodes of
God.
Scrubs she was in, but she's not ugly.
And then her fucking eyes. Gee, like I thought I was gonna die. Anyway, so
And then she gets shot. No.
yeah, well, that's what happens. It's not the first time that happens, or it's not the last time that'll happen to her.
I like how Cotton says that she's got more lives than a cat, and then you got fucking Dewey's ass barely living again.
Yeah,
He's already
dude.
fucking crippled partially.
I love my boy. I love my boy
What
Dewey.
more can you do to him?
That shit made me so sad when I'm like, nah, man, not Dewey. Come on, I love Dewey.
It's Dwight.
Don't let him die. but yeah. So, anyway, there's a scene where Randy's at like a film class and they're all talking about sequels, and they're talking about like how sequels are better than the originals, and Randy's like, no, that's not how that works. He's like, that's not very often that happens. And then, you know, some kids are like, Aliens is better than Alien, and I'm like, I don't agree with that. Maybe like 10 years ago I would have.
As an action movie, but as a horror movie.
But
no.
like now it's like, no, Alien's so fucking good. And then if I'm going off of memory alone, the like assembly cut of Alien 3 I enjoy more than Aliens.
You'll still never convince me to like 3.
But you know, have you seen the assembly cut?
I've seen both cuts of that movie.
The assembly
I
cut's
have
good.
both of them.
I really like the assembly cut. Charles S. Dutton is so fucking good in that movie. And just like, I like that it's back to just, I think I've talked about it before, but
I just hate the effect of the aliens.
I like that it's back to just one xenomorph, and
There
it's
was
like
3.
in Alien 3 there's just one.
No, there wasn't.
No, it's been a long time since you've seen it, brother. There
I
is
thought
just
there was
one.
more than one.
There is just one
'Cause
Xeno
there
in
was
that
2
movie.
dogs.
That's why I like that movie so much, because it's back to just being claustrophobic, and it's just one of them. And yeah, the effects are really bad though. They're not. It's early '90s CGI. It's not great.
I still say Alien Resurrection's my favorite.
Alien Resurrection's a lot of fun. I haven't watched it in a while though. I remember liking it a lot. I just don't remember how much I liked it. But and then, you know, Mickey mentions Terminator 2, which is fine. I think Terminator 2 is better than Terminator 1.
You know, I've never watched Terminator 1.
All right. Anyway, so moving on before I get a
But
little
I've
upset.
seen Genesis like 4 times.
Before I get more upset, moving on. So fucking yeah.
So yeah, they debate sequels, and Randy's like, I'm right, you're wrong.
Yeah, basically. They mentioned Godfather Part 2
Then he
as well.
flashes his scar.
That's much later.
Oh.
But I'm trying to think. Are there any sequels you can think of that are better than the original? Like personally for you, like I'm not talking like a later sequel. I mean like a sequel. I know you feel this way about Scream 2, ironically, but like outside of Scream 2, are there any that like you're just like, yeah, that was way fucking better? Like
Critters 2?
you like Predator 2 more than the first one, don't you?
No.
Oh, I thought you did.
I like the first movie more.
Okay, I thought you did. Fuck.
I mean,
I don't
Predator
know.
2 is like more fun to watch, but
Yeah, Predator 2 is a lot of fun.
let's see. Sequels. I'm trying to think what movies that have sequels. Fuck. I just thought of one and then I forgot. Definitely not Starship Troopers.
Oh, why not?
Have you seen 2?
No. And there's a reason for that.
Good. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I mean, because... No, I can't even put any of the following Jurassic movies over the first one.
I mean, I'll say Evil Dead 2 is one of mine.
Okay, yeah, I can say that too.
That's a very good one. Outside of that, yeah, I can't really.
Yeah, because for as much as I like The Lost World, I still can't say I like it more than Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I think that might be it. That might be my pick, because I can't really right now. I can't think of any that are like popping into my head.
Halloween 2 is definitely not better than 1.
Which one?
Halloween.
Oh, absolutely not. Neither of them. Neither Rob Zombie's
Yeah.
version or. And I like Rob Zombie's version, but not as much as this first one.
Is Hellraiser 2 better than 1?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, because that weird monster running in the wall just kind of kills that movie for me.
I'm gonna break my own rule. Rocky 4 is the best one. You could fucking fight me about it. That's the best one. Nothing's ever gonna beat that fourth one. That is, I don't give a fuck if it's Cold War propaganda. It is a goddamn masterpiece. Anyway, so yeah.
I mean, I slightly like Expendables 2 more than 1.
Expendables 2 is way fucking better than Expendables 1. What are you talking about? That's fucking way better.
We don't talk about 3 and 4 though.
Expendables 2 is like peak fan service, and but for me specifically, for somebody that grew up watching all those fucking action movies, I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme's character is fucking named Villain. That's so fucking stupid. How could I not love it? That is so fucking... His name is Villain, and he fucking roundhouse kicks a knife into Liam Hemsworth's chest. How the fuck do you get away with that? It's incredible. There's a part where Jason Statham is posing as like a fucking priest, and he's like, I now pronounce you husband and knife or some shit, and it's so stupid. I love it so goddamn much. There's a Dolph Lundgren is amazing in that movie. Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger says yippee-ki-yay. It's a fucking masterpiece. You know what? Fuck it.
Door off that fucking...
Expendables 2 is a fucking 10 out of 10. I don't give a fuck. That movie's great. All right? Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, American Werewolf in Paris, obviously.
Fuck you. No,
that's the best
I
movie
was getting...
ever.
Okay, I found this werewolf fan page on Facebook. I was talking so much shit for like... half a day because they would not stop saying that movie is good. And that
God.
if you actually do research about it and look into it, that it is connected to the original. Fuck you. It is
barely,
not.
Dude.
I'm trying to say that the female werewolf in that one is fucking David and that woman's son, daughter.
All right.
Like, what? It doesn't even make sense.
I know you don't care about it, but John Wick Chapter 2 is way better than the first one, too. That's still my favorite one, actually. I fucking love John Wick 2. That's so fucking good. Anyway.
I've gotten so tired of that movie for more than one reason.
Well, that's because you're white.
No, because Josh will watch the scene and then he'll fucking run into his room to pull out the guns and show me how accurate everything is. And I'm like, Josh, I don't care. Right. Put down the gun.
What a man. What a man, what a man, what a man, yeah. Yeah, that's all I got, I think. That's all I could think of. I'm sure I'll think of more later on.
I mean, Star Wars, you can't really do that. Because
I mean, Empire is better than The New Hope.
You got to look at all three different...
Empire is better by, like, every fucking margin. I don't like A New Hope. I don't like A New Hope that much. And I don't care if that's sacrilegious. I do not think A New Hope is that great.
Helldivers 2.
That's not the same...
It's not a movie, but it's still a sequel that way outshadows the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't even know Helldivers 1 existed.
But yeah, so...
Oh, I saw you were playing Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
It's God of War. It's not hard.
It's hard. It's
just God of War.
No, it's harder.
Like, it's literally just God of... I mean, God of War's pretty tough, but it's not that bad. I've only died, well, there was a part where I got soft locked, but then it gave me more health. So that instantly makes it more forgiving than God of War.
That's kind of my problem right now with where I'm at.
If it was God of War, it would not have done that. But no, it's fun. I like it. I'm having a good time with it. I like the arts. I like the visual style of hell. I think it's pretty interesting. But yeah. So Scream 2, they're talking about sequels. We're done talking about sequels. That was another certified sidetrack segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically everybody comes, like Courtney Cox, Gail shows up just to kind of take advantage of everything, and then she like tries to surprise Sydney with an interview with Cotton Weary, played by Sabretooth, Liev Schreiber. And I like him in this movie. I think there's some people that don't really like Cotton Weary as a character.
Yeah,
but
he felt kind of out of place for me.
But I kind of like him in this one. He's, I don't know.
But really, they just threw him in there as a fucking red herring.
I think I just like Liev Schreiber, honestly. But yeah, he's in this movie. I like the ending with him, but you know, and all he really wants is to kind of like, he wants his 15 minutes of fame, you know.
But didn't he already get that for being put in jail for a year?
You'd think, right? But no, he wants it to be clean. He wants to be famous, not infamous. So, yeah. You know, so yeah, he's fucking around. He's bumbling about. We get introduced to Debbie Salt, who is actually Debbie Loomis, and you know, she's like pretending to be this like local reporter or
She's
something.
a fangirl over Gale.
Yeah, which if I met Courtney Cox, but that's besides the point. Um, and then Dewey shows up just to kind of be supportive to Sydney and Randy. And Sydney has a boyfriend.
No, he only came there for Sydney.
What's Sydney's boyfriend's name? Derek, right?
I don't remember.
He's Jerry O'Connell. He's Jerry O'Connell, and he sings at one point, and it's the worst part of the movie. But also, he's also a red herring. There's a lot of red herrings in this one. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of red herrings. Let's call it a fucking pond. The way I don't know what joke I'm trying to make. Never mind. So anyway, anyway, basically the gist of the movie. Sarah Michelle Gellar's in there, and so there was a point in time I could have fucking sworn Freddie Prinze Jr. was in this fucking movie. And I think I was getting him mixed up with I Know What You Did Last Summer, because Sarah Michelle Gellar's in that one too, right?
I think so.
Okay. And so is Freddie Prinze Jr. And that's where I got fucked up, because I could have fucking sworn that Freddie Prinze Jr. was in a goddamn Scream movie. More so, I thought he was the killer in this movie. But no, it's fucking Timothy Olyphant. So I was just like, okay. When I watched it for the first time, I was like, what the fuck? Freddie Prinze Jr. isn't in this? Because I thought he was. I think I got it mixed up with I Know What You Did Last Summer. So, yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar's in here. She gets killed. She gets stabbed and thrown off a balcony.
Yep, poor Cece.
After Ghostface, kind of fucking
Taunts her on the phone.
Taunts her on the phone. Classic Ghostface behavior, honestly. And then, she's dead.
Then you get the great scene that you forgot about that I had to
there's a part
tell
where
you about.
There's a part where Sydney and her friend Hallie are at a fucking sorority party, and they're talking about how they practice safe sex.
Because being a sorority is not about just giving blowjobs. We preach condom sex. And why did she say condom sex? That just sounds
because
weird.
That's what it is. It's condom sex.
Okay, but it sounded weird. And then the fucking dumb girl that reminds me of the one girl in Kick-Ass 2. Oh, Kick-Ass 2 is way better than the first one.
I never saw Kick-Ass 2, but I believe you.
Okay, but then she's like, oh, but harmonica style, and I had to rewind it because I was like, there's no way she just said that.
Hey, sometimes you got to go after that shit like it's a corn on the cob, brother,
She's going to play that thing like the...
That's what I did to my ex.
Like that blue elephant in Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what it's fun. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It was all right. But yeah, harmonica style's cool. So yeah, that's the whole bit. And then, Sydney and Jerry O'Connell are like, we should probably leave. And then Sydney decides to answer the phone because she's in a sequel. And then, she does. And Ghostface shows up and he's like, fucking ooga booga. And then, and then she gets away in time. Ghostface cuts up Jerry O'Connell, cuts his arm, and, makes him a red herring. Especially,
yeah, he could have killed you, but why didn't he?
Yeah, all that shit, all that regular shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. So then the rest of the movie happens. Jerry O'Connell sings, then Mickey disappears.
Then Randy dies.
Randy gets killed by Debbie. Which imagine being killed by Laurie Metcalf. That's a fate. That's rough.
Without a gun.
Yeah, without a gun. Yeah, because Randy shit talks Billy, because Billy's a fucking loser. Who cares? Billy's a fucking dumb little boy, and that's why he's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah. So then she's vibing. She kills Randy, and Randy fucking dies.
And then Gale's camera guy quits.
Which I can't blame him. I can't blame. I'd fucking quit too. I'd fucking quit too. So, yeah. Especially what happened to the last camera guy. I'd fucking definitely quit.
He got gutted. It's like, no, he didn't. I just wrote that in there.
He just got his throat slit.
For effect.
But yeah, so
Gale's a pathological liar.
Absolutely. That's never going to change either. But also, yeah, so fucking, whatchamacallit, Randy gets got. And then
Sydney freaks out while performing her
while they're doing a
play
production
rehearsal.
of Troy, at the fucking college theater, and the budget for this fucking theater is insane, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, I do like these sequences a lot too. I liked them more than I remembered. I like especially how it's utilized in the ending. I think it's pretty fun. But yeah, so Sydney also has like these fucking detectives trailing her because, witness protection or whatever. Not witness protection, you know what I mean.
Because people still constantly follow her around.
And then Cotton shows up as a red herring for a little bit. And then Sydney, they decide it's best for Sydney to probably leave. So she's going to leave. And Jerry O'Connell gets kidnapped by a sorority. So that way they can, haze him for giving his letters to Sydney after he sang that fucking cringy ass shit.
Oh, I forgot to mention something.
Yeah?
You mentioned cringy singing.
Yeah.
Last Saturday.
Don't.
I had a fun time.
Don't do this to me.
We went to I went to the anime bar, and they were having this like emo nerd burlesque night.
Oh, God.
These two girls that were dancing, and before they danced, there's karaoke. Some people just should not be allowed to sing, drunk or not. Like,
I'm going to keep it real with you, Chief. If I had been in an anime bar and they had like an emo thing, I would have killed myself. I could not.
I don't even know why they called it that,
could not
because
take that.
nobody was like dressed like that.
That sounds like the worst combination of things that I could think of.
See, but when I first walked in, there's this fucking dude that annoyed me the entire night. He's singing like a duet song with this random ass girl that was there too.
Classic.
But it's a song from fucking Has Been Hotel.
Oh.
So the lyrics were already just
Well,
bad
that's where the
enough.
emo comes from.
But hearing this dude sing, it's like he was trying to impersonate Oogie Boogie, but and this dude like he was like in the process of losing his hair, so like
He looked like Oogie Boogie.
he's got kind of a bald spot, but he's got he's got red hair too, and just it looks like the clown, and he's got giant ass sideburns. And the entire night he's singing, and it's just fucking annoying. And then when the girls started dancing, of course he ends up sitting right in front of me, and it's just like the way he was acting was like watching a child watch Barney. I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down.
It's like Showgirls. All right. I mean, I don't know.
He backed his chair into me, and I pushed him away really hard.
So, did you go by yourself?
No, I was with a girl and her friends.
Okay, good. I was afraid you were going to say with Josh. Anyway.
No.
So, that's good. Glad you had a good time. What did I do last Saturday? Was this past Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I went to go see Abigail. So.
Saturday in the park. You thought it was the 4th of July.
Yeah, good one. Good one.
I just know that because of the stupid infomercial that played.
Good one. Anyway,
Back to Scream.
Anyway, yeah, that sounds pretty bad. If I was there, I would have sang the fucking. I don't know, actually.
This one dude got really, really fucking drunk and ended up singing Nookie.
All right, no, I would have done like fucking. I don't know, man, but it would have been hard to top Nookie. That would have been real hard to do. That's so fucking funny.
But he was like fucking plastered. I don't know how he got up there and did it, because before he sang, he was like leaning over a table, like dying.
I came into this world as a reject. Look into these eyes. Oh my god. I would have done fucking Behind Blue Eyes to counter it. That's what I would have done. And I would have like sang it all my heart and soul.
And there was this one dude who sang every song that was it was an anime song he picked every time, and he sang them all in very poor Japanese.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
He sang the Dragon Ball song as a tribute to Akira Toriyama.
Dragon, oh the dragon.
No, the Japanese one.
Dragon, oh the dragon.
I'm just
That's
like,
good.
I don't think Akira Toriyama wanted that.
I don't think he would have enjoyed it. Yeah, I would have just gone up there and then like hummed the victory theme from Final Fantasy VII. I would have just done that, and then like without any backing track, I would have just done that and walked off.
Overall, though, it was fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. I haven't gone out since. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit since I've gone out, but that's because I've been working and shit.
Working overtime.
No. Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I forgot we were going
cringy singing. Anyway, yeah. So then, while they're trying to leave the campus, both of the cops get killed.
I love that kill.
One of the dudes gets his throat slit. The other cop stupidly doesn't shoot Ghostface after he killed a cop, and instead just says, "You better get out of the fucking car" or whatever. And then he's just riding on the hood.
He tells Sydney and that other girl to get down back there.
And then
then he doesn't shoot.
And then he gets impaled by some fucking support poles right through his head.
Right through the head.
And then we get a really cool, tense sequence where Sydney's trying to get out of the car. There's a point where she's going to take Ghostface's mask off, but she doesn't.
Which I thought was really dumb because, like,
yeah, a little bit.
If some masked dude's chasing me and he's knocked out in front of me, I'm about to find out who the hell this is. Or kill him myself right then and there. Like,
yeah, it's a horror movie. We've been over this. In Halloween Kills, all Judy Greer had to do was impale Mike in the back of the head, but nope.
She wanted to do that gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, all that happens. They get away, and then Ghostface, kills Hallie, and then gets away, and then goes to torture Dewey and Gale, who reconcile a bit. Dewey gets pieced the fuck up. He gets stabbed like fucking 5 times. Bro is going through it. And Gale
It's like, no!
is able to survive.
Even though she gets shot.
Yeah, because Cotton shows up and she thinks it's him, and then, she runs into Debbie Salt, and that's the last we see of her for a little bit. And then, Sydney goes to the theater. She finds her boyfriend, and then Mickey shows up, and he's like, it's me, hee hee, and then he fucking shoots.
She finds Mickey first, and then she lowers her boyfriend.
Yeah, whichever one. I don't fucking care. But anyway.
Shoots him. And then I don't know what Sydney thought she was going to do by putting her hand over that bullet wound.
I mean, you're not... I don't think you're being rational when someone you care about dies in front of you, but, go off, King.
Secretly she was like, thank you.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
He's saying in the cafeteria, and I just wanted to end him right there.
So, anyway...
Anyway.
Yeah, so then they have a whole little thing. Mickey's like, I'm going to blame it on the movies. Also, Billy's mom is here.
Billy's mom does not have it going on.
And then he shoots Gale, and then Billy's mom shoots fucking...
And then we get the whole Pamela Voorhees
kills
speech.
the fuck out of Mickey. Or shoots the fuck out of Mickey. And then, we get the Pamela Voorhees speech, which is pretty self-referential. It's pretty good. And then Sydney just, like, fucking...
She fucks that bitch up.
She goes fucking sicko mode and starts fucking taunting Billy and fucking making her paranoid and shit. And then she kills her. Well, no, she doesn't kill her. Cotton shows up, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening? And then, Debbie's like, hey, what if I let you be the sole survivor? And then, Sydney's like, I'll do the Diane Sawyer interview. And then Cotton's like, all right. And then she just fucking shoots Debbie. And then Mickey, they help Gale up because she jump scares Cotton. And then Mickey decides to be the one that comes back this time because there's always one final scare.
Then fucking Gale and Sydney.
And then Gale and Sydney fucking Pulp Fiction his ass and fucking shoot the shit out of him. And fucking murder him.
Fucking Sydney's gangster ass just shoots Billy's mom in the head one more time. Drops the gun, walks out.
Just to make sure, just in case. And then Gale's recovering, and then her cameraman's like, "Hey, let's do it. Let's on the scene. Let's do some."
Fuck you, bitch. Get the hell out of here.
And then she's like, "All right, sure." And then she hears Dewey, and she's like, "Oh, Dewey, my boy." So then she goes and decides to be with him. And then Sydney walks off triumphant once again as my favorite final girl.
Yep.
And she's just vibing and thriving.
Striving.
Until the next one, which is in 2000. So
then she dies.
No. So we'll talk about that one when we get to it. But you know what time it is, baby. It's review time.
Awesome.
So we're
Possum.
gonna find the critical reception. It's got an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I believe it.
The consensus says, as with the first film, Scream 2 is a gleeful takedown of scary movie conventions that manages to poke fun at terrible horror sequels without falling victim to the same fate. That depends on who you ask.
Is Friday the 13th 2 better than 1?
Yes. Oh my God. That's an example. Friday the 13th Part 2 is way fucking better than the first one.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2?
Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know about that. I'd say they're about equal. I really like Part 2, though, for Nightmare on Elm Street. Because I really like the faggy shit, and also because
Let's make Ice Cream Man 2.
Should we?
Yeah, we should.
That'll be great. That'll be great. But yeah, I really like the gay shit in Part 2, and also I don't know, it's got one of the best fucking practical effects sequences in the whole franchise.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that movie gets hated on way more than it fucking needs to be. I fucking love Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people.
Is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 better than 1?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Even in
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is so much fucking better than the first one. Fucking people have been gassing up Texas Chainsaw since I could fucking walk in 1996. All right? They've been gassing that fucking movie up for decades. I finally watched that fucking thing, and I want to kill Franklin the second he comes on screen. But also, I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure at the time this shit was harrowing. And, for what it's worth, it's shot really well. The atmosphere's fucking disgusting and grimy. That's all cool shit. I like all of that. But it's just not great.
It's like, this is what y'all were scared of?
Like, it's just not, and, it's not necessarily because it's from that time period, because I watched fucking, like, The Omen is fucking scarier. Fucking The Exorcist is fucking more unsettling.
Is The Exorcist 2 better than 1?
No. Exorcist 3 is, though. But that's besides the point, because Exorcist 1...
No, the new one's the best.
I'm gonna kill you. But anyway, so I watch it, and I'm like, yeah, that was fine. I mean, I'm a little let down, but I'm gonna chalk it up to it just being my own expectations. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie. I just think it was my own expectations.
Is the beginning better than the first remake?
Of what?
Chainsaw.
No, that remake's intro sequence is significantly better. Yeah, that's so fucking good.
I just like the beginning has more gore.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm sure it's just a me thing. Where it just didn't click with me the way I expected it to. And then I watched Texas Chainsaw 2, which I had no fucking.
That's the one with the fucking radio station lady, right?
That's Chop Top, yeah, and Stretch,
yes.
yeah. And I fucking love Texas Chainsaw. That movie is exactly what I would fucking want from a goddamn horror movie. It is
the
ridiculous.
Scene with Leatherface chopping at that car always terrified me as a child.
Yeah, dude. It's gorier. It's funnier. It's like so ridiculous that it's incredible. Dennis Hopper is so fucking good in that movie, and he has no reason to be that good in that movie. And he is incredible in that fucking movie. He is so fucking good. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, dude. I really fucking like that movie a lot.
And then Leatherface is just fucking natural born killers on steroids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do like that one a lot, though.
Yeah.
With the alternate ending, not the original ending.
I still haven't seen that one yet, but I like 2 way more than 1.
But we all know the Netflix Chainsaw movie is the best.
All right. Anyway, so, here we go talking about reviews. Since we both like Scream 2, we're going to be looking at 1-star reviews on IMDb, as we do. So here's one from a very obvious Invader Zim fan.
How's he obvious?
Their name is Invader Rain.
Invader Rain.
They probably have an Invader Zim OC that's called Invader Rain.
Probably.
So God bless you, child. Anyway, they say, God, this was crap. Okay. So anyone who says that this movie was even slightly good, they are full of crap. Bad acting. That's all I will say. It was just bad acting. The first one was good, real good, but this one just sucked. They plot was just dumb. Revenge. Talk about dull.
Revenge.
We never even We never even met Billy's mom in the first movie. We all knew that she never cared about him. Why would she need to avenge his death? Wow. This was just bad. I also hate how Randy did not get Sid. He survived the first time. He should have got her. Overall, I would not waste your time watching this bad movie. I'm not even sure why I wasted my time watching it. I think Randy said it best in the movie. Seagulls always suck. This is never...
My guy's going to quote the movie while hating on it.
There is never one as good as the first. Billy and Stu were the only ones that could kill right. They should have left it at that. I don't know, man. I guess.
I mean, Billy and Stu were kind of panicking at the end, so...
And that Scream 2 is brainless, pointless, horrorless, and plotless.
Plotless.
This movie is not only not the least bit scary, but it is totally brainless.
I don't
The
think it was
people
trying to be
act so
scary.
stupid. Like the part where the guy walks up to the reporter with blood on his hands and she assumes he's the killer. How stupid can you be?
Did he not watch the first one?
Like the killer is going to walk right up to you with blood all over his hands without a weapon or anything?
Did he not watch the first one?
That would be like confessing to the murders. Yeah, and then the actual killer is not too bright either. He tears off his mask in front of Sydney when he could have just shot her and be done with it. And then Sydney listens to the guy even though she knows he's a murderer when he says her boyfriend was involved, even though he's hanging from whatever that prop thing was. Come on. The people are so stupid.
He starts monologuing.
You sly dog. You caught me monologuing. This one stinks. Thank you, Pork Chop Express. Note to self:
The fuck
these
is
movies
Pork
are
Chop Express?
these movies are horrible. That's the dude's name.
Oh.
As the first Scream was supposedly a fresh new genre movie, a sequel was
I don't
expected.
think it was.
But they only get worse, fellas. All these movies are predictable. You know who is going to get it and when. They try to make these movies have twists by making the killer have some sort of relationship to the lead, played by Neve Campbell. At first, I blamed Wes Craven for these movies, but then I realized it was screenwriter Kevin Williamson. Why are these movies so dumb? Could it be because he used to write Dawson's Creek? First of all, he wrote Scream before he wrote Dawson's Creek. Also, that's low-key homophobic. Anyway, why is he even bothering trying to ruin the horror genre? Because of him, every independent film company is making these stupid teen horror flicks. Where is Jason when you need him to rid us of all these dumb characters? Brother, what do you think Friday the 13th was? Do you think Friday the 13th wasn't a fucking dumb teen horror movie? That is literally what all of them appeal to. Are you fucking stupid? Are you dense? Oh my god. Justin, this person is stupid.
He sounds stupid.
What the fuck do you think Friday the 13th? We just spent fucking like 12 whole ass episodes talking about how Friday the 13th is just a bunch of dumb fucking teen bullshit.
You see what you did, person? He's like losing his voice.
And
even
you know
more now.
what? They're still fun because it's all about the horror.
Yeah.
And if they were able to fucking have the practical effects not be censored, half of them would have been way fucking better than they are.
True.
Especially the New Blood. Oh, God. I wish I liked that movie more. Anyway, it's got the coolest looking Jason. It's Jason versus Carrie. Oh, my God. Anyway, worst movie ever. That's saying something.
Damn.
And the original Scream was a good movie. It wasn't exactly the artistic highlight of the century, but it was good entertainment, and it stands as one of the best scary movies of the 90s. After seeing Scream, I looked forward to see the sequel. I'd heard bad rumors about it, but I actually didn't care. It turned out to be the biggest disappointment I've ever had, when it comes to films anyway. That's sad. I don't know if it was because of the bad directing, because of all the stupid cliches, or just because the film and its story was generally boring. But I thought it was the worst film I'd ever seen, and I still do. I can accept the scary movies that are made just to make money. What isn't? I can accept most of these movies' lack of quality, but I cannot accept Scream 2. It was just too bad.
So this guy holds Leprechaun series over
My
Scream 2.
rating, 1 out of 10. The worst movie ever. All right. Sorry, but thumbs down by Juicy One.
Juicy one.
I watched the film Scream, and I was very impressed in the way the film was structured. Like every other fucking horror movie? What are you talking about? The way they jumped right into the action at the start of the move.
What?
This film kept your interest at the whole time, and I was on the edge of my seat. However, Scream 2 was rubbish. This film lacked originality, and to be honest, was a complete. You're gonna tell me Scream was original, brother? This film lacked originality, and to be honest, was a complete bore. The film was too predictable and lacked vision and plot. Sorry, but for me, this film was not worth the watch. Motherfucker's talking like a goddamn executive.
Yeah, he's just trying to sound smart.
Even worse than the first. This movie was simply too long and boring, not to mention a waste of my time. It was similar to the first Scream in too many ways, which made it predictable and not too suspenseful. However, I did think this movie was horrifying in a way that I wanted 2 hours of my life back.
I want to see the person that could predicted Billy's mom was the killer.
Honestly.
Like,
If there were to be yet another sequel, I would not bother wasting my time. This movie was not very enjoyable at all.
I guess we'll read his review of Scream 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's an essay. I ain't reading that. Long. A girl and her boyfriend will go to cinema and watch a horror movie called Stab, but they would regret their last day of their lives. What?
What?
Scream 2 is a macabre, sick, disgusting, and very terrifying horror movie. Scream 2 is a copy by Scream 1, and Scream 2 is worse than the first Scream movie.
I'm so
A
confused.
few of the actress acts very well in Scream 2, and that is Rebecca Gayheart and Sarah Michelle Gellar. Who the fuck is Rebecca Gayheart? Wes Craven should stop to make more Scream films after he did Scream 1, but he wanted to do Scream 2 and 3. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that review?
That's somebody writing a review while they're drunk.
It was put on the wrong shelf. I was spending a Friday night with my 6-year-old niece, so we thought we wanted to see something scary.
You showed your 6-year-old niece Scream 2?
You said that like fucking Charlie in fucking Smiling Friends. You kiss your dad on the mouth? Like, that's how you said that shit.
My nose was ripped off.
Went to Blockbuster and picked this Scream 2 out of the shelf that says horror on it. We both felt cheated. Who is your 6-year-old? Shut up. There was nothing scary in this flick, and what's with all those pointless bad jokes? What makes that silly slasher so powerful and scary when all he does is just putting on the tasteless Halloween costume? Even my niece laughed all the way. A real disgrace to horror genre. Hey, want to know something funny? Scream's also horror comedy, dude. That's like being like, why am I laughing at Evil Dead 2? Brother? Why do you think? Not professional. Hold on. I already know what this is about. Hold on. The police, particularly the two protecting Sydney, are nice to criminals and poorly trained, not knowing how to shoot or fight. Ex-Deputy Sheriff Dwight is handicapped and unarmed but flies all the way to the crime scene to be killed easily. Sydney doesn't look like trying to become a movie or show star, as she has been dressed like an unattractive office clerk. What the fuck? The movie is probably one of the earliest woke ones, too.
What?
No way, dude.
Earliest
I'm
woke
sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I know I peaked the mic. I'm so fucking sorry. That was so fucking funny. No fucking way. No fucking... Go back and watch Terminator 2, brother. Go back and watch Aliens, brother. You're gonna find that it's always been woke, you stupid idiot. Oh my god. The horror part is probably as fine as the first one. I guess some viewers may not like the horror, though. They won't like the first one either. The action is as bad as the first one. Thank you, William71506. You might as well be Josh. Oh my! Can it be any more predictable? Wow. This time, Wes Craven really gave away who the killer was. If you can't figure it out in the first 30 minutes, there is something wrong with you. One thing I like about these cast now in college movies is that they try to continue the series with 2 or 3 people of the same cast in the same college with new characters. This movie is nothing but a wannabe horror version of House Party 2. The movie is just lame, boring, and the killer is obvious too soon. And it's obvious what is going to happen next in the movie.
Again, please explain to me how you saw that coming.
Worse than the first one. What a stupid opening. From there, it only got worse, and it completely rips off Friday the 13th Part 2. What?
Part 2?
How does this rip off of Friday the 13th Part 2? What? I don't. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's stupid.
What the fuck? More nastiness. The beginning with Will Smith's missus getting butchered is not a nice. And this film is hip, shows how sick America has become. More of the same stabbing rubbish. Sarah Michelle Gellar is in it. The only worth what you admit. Scream 3 was better, probably because I can't remember it. This dude was drunk as fuck when he wrote that. Oh my god. Better than the first part. Well, Scream 2 is much better than the first part. Maybe just because I watched the first part on video and the second in cinema. But I am just 14.
What difference does that make?
But I am just 14. And I almost started to cry at the beginning of the film when the killer is running after the woman in the movie theater. It's so scary. 2, when Sydney and her friend are in the car with the killer and try to get out of it. This movie is really great and full of suspense. I just want to make a note that he rated it a 1 out of 10 and said all of that. I just need to make that note. All right, let's find our boy. Where are you, my son? Where are you, Jacob John Taylor? I know you're here somewhere. You have to be, please. Oh, no. No, that's not him. Okay. That's a different one. This is Jacob Henry Tucker 1.
Fuck that guy.
That's not Jacob John Taylor. Where are you? Where are you? Please. Where are you? Yes! Yes! It is scarier than first Scream movie.
Awesome.
Scream, scream, scream. Still your whole town hears you. What an incredible title from a visionary. This is a very scary movie. Do not get me wrong. The first Scream movie is very scary. This one is scarier. This is one of the scariest movies made before 2000. Scream 3 is scarier. Scream 4 is also scarier. But still, this is a very scary movie. This movie has a great storyline. It also has great acting. It also has great special effects. See this movie. See all the Scream movies. They're some of the best horror movie of all time. 6.1 is underrating this movie. I give it 10 out of 10. Scream will make you scream, but Scream 2 will make you scream even more. My motherfucker is spitting, dude. This is one of the scariest movies. This is one of the scariest movies from the 90s. Never Campbell is a great actress.
Never Campbell.
All the Scream movies are must-sees. I love you, Jacob John Taylor 1. I hope you've gotten everything you've ever wanted in life.
Stop. Don't make me laugh. It might kill me,
I
literally.
hope you've gotten everything you've ever wanted in life, brother. God, what a man. I hope he has a good life. I hope he's living. I hope he has the job he wants.
He got that turkey slurpee.
I hope he's got a family. Yeah, he got the turkey slurpee.
Don't think about that again, or I'm gonna laugh till I can't breathe.
Why'd you fucking bring it up, idiot? Stupid. Anyway, so that's all. I forgot about this dude, the creeper, writing reviews. Fucking, he wrote 2 reviews.
Are they posted right above each?
Yes. He wrote the creeper. The creeper wrote 2 reviews. He wrote one on Christmas Day 2001, and he wrote the other one 5 days later. So I'm gonna read both of them just because it's the creeper.
He had a revelation.
The best of the series. So far, Scream 2 is my personal favorite of the popular Scream series. Unlike the others in its series, it delivers chills and thrills and really keeps you on the edge of your seat, which is what I want from a horror movie. Good and scary, 10 out of 10. 5 days later, my man wakes up in a cold sweat and types the best of the series, this time without a period. So far, Scream 2 is the best of the series. It had more and way better scares and thrills than others in the series. It also had much better plot and didn't throw off things said or done in part 1. Oh, he wrote this one after watching Scream 3. I can guarantee it. My man saw Scream 3 and was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking talk about how much better Scream 2 is while being passive-aggressive about Scream 3. Fans of horror and suspense need to see this. 10 out of 10. Thank you, the creeper. I hope you're good, brother. I hope you're doing all right. I'm seeing if there's anything else that catches my eye. Fuck. That was so funny. This one was written by Cotton69. Cotton returns. What made this movie so good was that Cotton Weary had a major part in this film. I promise you, Justin, I didn't write this review. The ending was a little lame. I thought it was okay, but that the freaky Tarantino film student was one killer. But Mrs. Loomis, come on. But I love Cotton. He was the best in this film. I give this movie 3.5 stars. And my man loves Liev Schreiber. Good for him, dude.
Awesome.
I love Liev Schreiber too. He's a good fella. He's a good little boy, good little fella man, good little boy. Ah, yes, JP91. Yeah, I'm seeing some familiar names here. Oh my god, the Creeper. God, I love the Creeper, dude. Anyway, that's all we got. So, you know the rules. It's my turn to pick a movie.
Yeah, pick a movie.
So I am gonna flip a coin because I have it down to 2. So let me see. Well, I know it's gonna be heads. It's gotta be okay. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm gonna flip this coin. All right.
What are we watching?
Well, technically, we should be watching the other one because I was hoping I'd get the same answer twice. So.
And am I going to be able to find this movie easily?
You should.
Okay.
You should. So, keeping with the theme of foreign horror movies, because I'm just that kind of fella.
He's that culture goblin.
The last movie. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the first result I got, because when I typed in flip a coin, it already flipped the coin. And then I flipped it again just to see what would happen. But it already flipped the fucking coin. I don't know why it does that, but whatever. So, last movie we talked about that I picked was Martyrs. French Extremity, obviously. So, we're going with another French Extremity movie. This one I bought recently. And I have not opened it yet. So I'm looking forward because I heard it's really fucking gory and really fucking violent. And it's called Frontiers.
Frontiers.
The S is in parentheses.
Awesome.
Frontiers
It's like
is a French Extremity movie that I got for cheap because they said it was damaged. But, like, does this box look damaged to you, Justin?
No.
No, it doesn't. So I am very excited to watch this one. So I'm just going to read the synopsis just so y'all all know what we're in for. After a daring robbery goes wrong, the would-be criminals flee to the countryside to lay low. Deep in the rural heart of France, the group encounter a clan of crazed Nazi cannibals who are attempting to create a new master race. I can't wait.
So they're going to eat the competition.
It sounds like a fucking Grindhouse movie made by a French dude. So I am very excited to watch Frontiers.
It's the French version of The Farm.
Yeah, I guess so. The
that
Farm,
movie's really fucking good.
The Farm might be a fucking remake. You know what? I'm going to look that up, actually. Because that sounds familiar. Hold on. The Farm. The Farm. I think I'm just going to burn through all the French Extremity I want to talk about. And then start going to the other stuff. The Farm. Is this not a foreign movie?
I don't think it's a foreign movie.
Oh, that might be a different one. Hold on. When did it come out?
I don't remember, but if you see people wearing sheep masks, that's the one I'm talking about.
Justin, this has a 3.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
It's good. The ending was fucking great.
I think it's a foreign movie. It's directed by a German dude, it looks like.
People are just dumb.
Biggest piece of garbage I've ever seen.
Wow.
Wow.
That guy hasn't looked in a mirror lately.
I was stopping. Diner to eat me. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to watch Frontiers. I already know about a couple of kills in the movie.
Don't tell me.
I'm not going to because I want you to see them for yourself because from what I've heard, good Lord. So all I know about this movie is this is one of the few movies, because like Martyrs was released uncensored in America, no rating. High Tension was released, edited as an R-rated movie. Frontiers was released in America with an NC-17, which is the same rating that Hatchet 2 got when that got a theatrical release. So for the amount of gore you're expecting, that's probably an indicator. And if you'll see, Justin can see the cover. I have the Second Sight deluxe edition of this Blu-ray.
Deluxe.
And as you can see, Justin, the cover is a woman holding a shotgun, and she is drenched in blood.
Awesome.
I love a woman covered in blood. As noted by my praise of Mia from Evil Dead.
Yep.
So, yeah, next week is going to be Frontiers. Then we're going to talk about Scream 3, and then it's going to be whatever Justin picks.
Awesome.
And I don't know, Justin might already have his picked out.
I don't.
But I know I'm just going to keep going with foreign movies just because, I don't know, I feel like it's a nice, because like Justin's going to give us a bunch of lower budget stuff, I'd imagine.
Depending on what I find.
Depending on what he finds, and then I'm kind of going for the extreme opposite of that. Not necessarily stuff that's quote-unquote cultured, but that's generally the perception that foreign movies get. So I got 2 other French extremities in the pipeline, and then I know what I'm picking after that. So it's going to be, and the one I'm picking after that is a South Korean movie. A South Korean movie about revenge, and that's all I'm going to say about it, but it's one of my favorite movies ever. So
if I pick a bad movie that has more than one, can we just watch the one movie and then I just talk about the other 2? So we don't have to watch all of them?
How bad are the other 2?
Well, I was just saying that in reference to, I don't know why, because I was thinking about Python, but Python 2 is fucking garbage.
Oh, yeah?
Boa versus Python is technically Python 3. But I like that one.
I'll leave that up to you, actually. Yeah, because like I know like our rule is that with like if it's got more than 2 movies, we talk about it as a franchise and do what we're doing right now with Scream. But
some of them aren't worth that much.
But
time.
yeah, that's the thing for like when we do Wrong Turn, I feel like we can combine a lot of those.
Yeah, we can do like
because we could probably
3 an episode.
We could probably do the first because don't have. Those have like different timelines too, or not timelines, but they take place at different points.
Yeah, because the only concrete one is the first one.
Because I think the first 3 are their own story, and then 4, 5, and 4, 5, and 6 are their own, right?
Yeah, none of them follow right after the other.
Because I think 4, 5, and 6 are prequels to the first 3.
No, there is a prequel in between those.
That's the 4th one, right?
I think.
Yeah, with the one where they're in the asylum or whatever.
Yeah, with the snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has that.
And then there's the reboot, which is not
hate.
good. Depending on who you ask.
I hate.
Some people like it. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, so we're watching. I can't fucking wait to watch this movie.
I'm also saying that because The Howling is such a fucking drag to get through.
I am a sick individual. It's because I just love my French extremity. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just like foreign horror movies, man. They're just like infinitely more fucked up than American ones.
No.
Especially like wide release American ones. So I am very excited to watch Frontiers. I cannot wait to be,
I'm gonna pick the Bye Bye Man.
Huh? Yeah, I picked the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man. Yeah.
What a stupid movie.
Fucking Bye Bye Man. Anyway, that's what I'm picking fucking Ouija next time.
No, I'll pick a Selfie.
I'll pick Unfriended, dude.
Oh, Unfriended. What about what was the other one I just saw?
I don't know, Justin. Only you know.
The Killing Tree.
Yeah, is it like the Giving Tree, but it kills people?
No, it's like it's a take on Chucky, where the killer puts his soul into a Christmas tree, or something like that.
Nah, that's stupid.
Or no, he gets revived in a Christmas tree because I don't remember why.
You're not. This isn't selling me on it.
Yeah, it's not good.
This is not doing anything for me. I appreciate it though. Appreciate the hustle.
Benny Loves You. I love that movie.
Oh wow! God, what a picture.
Then there's Slaughterhouse.
Oh yeah, there sure is, huh? Yeah. Anyway, we're watching Frontiers.
Frontiers.
I'm excited. I'm very excited to watch this fucking movie. Does this have?
No.
I'll kill you. Yeah, I fucking love foreign horror movies.
I hate
man.
people that still say Godzilla 1999 is a misstep.
Was it not?
No. I like it. And we got that amazing cartoon out of it. So
I don't
fuck
remember
you.
the cartoon well enough. I'm sure it's vibing. I don't know.
It's
Sure
vibing and thriving.
I'm sure it's popping, as the kids
They
say.
fucking make the kid Godzilla fight his mom Godzilla as a zombie cyborg.
All right. Anyway, that's all we got for today, guys. I don't think this is a very long episode. I don't care.
It's been about an hour. Where
Hey,
did I
that's
dropped
from
my pen.
talking about Billy Bob Thornton. Let's go.
Billy Bob Thornton. Didn't Angelina Jolie marry him at one point?
Yeah, and they were like the original Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly because they would like carry, I think they carried like vials of each other's blood. I want to say,
Some crazy shit.
really fucking weird. I don't know, man. I don't care. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at.
Let's watch Transformers.
More than robots in disguise.
More than meets the eye. You were thinking about his Sam's lame line to Michaela.
No, I wasn't. I don't think about
I'm
that
surprised
movie.
I remember their names.
I don't think about that movie that often, Justin.
I love those movies. I
Yeah,
have
I
all
bet
of them
you
in
do.
4K.
Huh?
I have all of them.
Wow.
Well, except Bumblebee and
You don't have like one of the more well-received ones on 4K?
well, because the first 5 I got in a bundle,
Yeah.
and it was on sale for like $13.
Well, yeah, that's about what
It's
they're
like,
worth.
gimme.
Yeah, Bumblebee, I've heard. A lot of people
the
like
first
Bumblebee.
3 are really
but-
solid, and then Extinction has its
You're
moments.
telling me Revenge of the Fallen is solid?
I mean, I like
I'm going to
it.
kill you. Anyway. I don't know. I
Well,
haven't seen
the
those movies
ending
in
of that
years.
one kind of drags, but the beginning and that
You-
part where Optimus gets fucking destroyed is great too.
When did Revenge of the Fallen come out? It was like 2009?
Yeah.
See, that was when I like was starting to be snobby about movies because I had seen No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood, and I thought that Revenge of the Fallen was stupid
I mean,
because
they're better than that dumbass new animated movie that's coming out.
oh yeah,
That looks really fucking dumb.
yeah, I
As
haven't
if
seen
we
the
needed
trailer.
some fake backstory of Megatron and Optimus being sibling rivals that just like hate each other.
Interesting. That's why I'm not watching it.
Fucking
Anyway,
Mutant Mayhem all over again.
Mutant Mayhem is fine, Justin.
No.
You just don't like good movies. It's okay. Mutant Mayhem is fine. I'm not gonna like buy it on Blu-ray, but it's fine. It was a fun time at the theater,
The theater.
and I had a good time with my friends. So yeah, that's all we got, brother. That's it. We're done.
We're done.
We're done, and we're gone.
Time to have some fun.
No,
But we're not James Gunn.
stop it.
About to make a terrible Superman
Stop
movie.
it. Get some help. I'm sure it'll be You fucking... What is wrong with you?
I just don't like DC.
You're just trying to make me mad. That's what you're doing.
Well, I watched Elvis's review of the Justice League again too.
The Zack Snyder one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, God, this movie's awful.
I liked it. I think it's fun.
Like I can see where he fixed
He
parts
definitely
of it,
did.
but it still didn't help it.
All I'm saying...
Yeah, Wonder Woman doesn't kill anybody. She just throws this dude way out of a window to land on a car.
All I'm saying is that Suicide Squad, James Gunn's Suicide Squad was good,
Yeah.
and Peacemaker was good. So I'm sure Superman Legacy, or I know it's just called Superman. I'm sure Superman's gonna be fine.
I mean, but a small percentage of me still likes the original Suicide Squad movie.
Why?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, but like she's in the Suicide Squad.
I still like the other one, and fucking what's the dude's name? The Inferno dude.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking the keeper of Aztec Rex.
Shut up. But yeah, no, it's yeah, Suicide Squad's good. I need to
And
rewatch
then that one doesn't stupidly kill that what the fuck's his name? The dude that John Cena kills.
Oh, Rick Flag?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a really good part.
It is, but
It's like a really
why did you have to kill him?
That's a really significant because it's James Gunn, dude. Did you watch any of the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes.
movies?
Stop killing my favorite characters.
James Gunn does that because he knows it's gonna get an emotional reaction out of you,
I still Yondu's death is like the
dude.
biggest thing to me.
I don't think I've ever cried that hard.
Just
in a
the
fucking
way
comic
Chris
movie.
Pratt delivers those no's is like, God, I can feel your pain.
Did you watch Part 3 yet?
Yes, I've seen
Dude,
part 3.
Part
Kinda-
3 fucking had me teared
Yeah,
up.
part 3's painful too. Fucking,
Part 2 made me cry, like fucking cry,
3 just hurt.
cause that shit was like, it was rough for me personally. That was really fucked up. I think it's specifically Michael Rooker saying He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy. And I'm just like, my God. Dude, that shit fucking killed me. I'm never going to forgive Kale for recommending that fucking movie to me. And he's like, yeah, if you like the first one, you'll like this one. He knows I have fucking daddy issues. I watched part 2. I fucking cry my eyes out. And I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm like, why didn't you warn me? He's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about all of that shit. And I'm like, you motherfucker. God damn it. I'm like, fuck, that was a good-ass movie, dude. But yeah, and then part 3 is very good. I fucking love part 3, dude. Like, just fucking Adam Warlock's entrance alone to fucking Crazy on You is so fucking, like, there's something so perfect about it. I just that little like I'm just like, fuck, this is a movie. This is a good ass movie. I really like part 3. And then when Gamora was like, you come one step closer, this weird thing gets it. Don't be rash. That's one of the best fucking line deliveries in the fucking movie. Don't be rash. I fucking love that movie so much, man. Oh God. I just really like James Gunn's writing style, so I don't know. Those movies work for me, so I'm excited to see how he does Superman. I'm excited to see how he handles it.
Do we count Ghostbusters as horror comedy or just comedy?
Well, I would say comedy, because I mean, yeah, there's like the only horror aspect is that there's ghosts. I wouldn't really say that it's like a horror movie.
I mean, one of them is a true horror movie.
Which one?
You know which one.
Oh, the one that Mom likes? Yeah. She likes that one. I think if it didn't have so much fucking improv, it would probably be better than it is. Because I watched it with Mom and I was like, yeah, it's fucking Ghostbusters, whatever. But like,
some of the worst female actors ever.
Who? Which one?
All of them.
All of them? All right, don't act like you didn't fucking laugh at that Weezer sketch, motherfucker. Don't act like you didn't fucking laugh at that. She's a good actress. She just didn't really have a lot to work with. And I don't really like Melissa McCarthy. I like Kristen Wiig and I like Kate McKinnon. So it's like, you know, it should have been good,
but it wasn't.
But Paul Feig or whatever his name is let him improv too much. It wasn't.
And then he just called you a hater for not liking the movie.
Yeah, you know.
So why isn't mine included in the collection? Well, because yours sucks. Get over it.
I don't know. Here's a digital code, though. So, I don't know.
Yeah, like that's any better.
It's fine. It's a fine movie. I just don't.
I haven't seen the new ones.
Care about it. I'm not going to watch. I haven't seen either of them. I ain't watching them. I don't care. I didn't grow up with Ghostbusters. I don't give a fuck.
The first one's the only good one anyway.
So, you know. I like how I said that's all we got, and then we talked for like an extra 10 minutes. Yeah. Don't you love it when we do that? That's why y'all listen to us, right?
Yeah. Just to hear us ramble.
Just for the fucking background noise.
I'm sitting here tired and just disgusting, and I'm.
It's because Justin beats too many women. That's what he does.
I do not.
Hey, if you're interested in dating Justin and you're listening to this, just know that he beats every woman that he meets.
I do not. Don't say this.
He hates all of them, dude.
And next, we're gonna get a busload of people holding their phones up saying you're canceled.
He constantly talks to me about how much he likes beating his girlfriends. He loves it, dude. He loves talking shit about them too.
I don't.
It's his favorite thing in the world. Yeah, this fucking stupid ass part in Texas Chainsaw 22. Oh, you're gonna get canceled. Why would you say that to Leatherface? Like, why? Like, Fede Alvarez.
Why would you say that to any dude holding a chainsaw in front of you?
Fede Alvarez, you motherfucker. Why would you write that? Huh? Well, technically, he just got the story credit. I don't know if he actually wrote that line, but
how small does your dick have to be to carry a gun?
Have
you seen The Wilderness Woman?
I mean, what part of Texas were they in?
I don't know, but it looked pretty deserty.
Yeah, I don't think you really... Well, you might need a gun. I don't know.
You never know when you got to shoot a rattlesnake, or it'll come at you with a stunner.
A coyote. Yeah, you never know. I don't know. I think she was designed to be insufferable anyway. So
yeah, that's why she
didn't she like? I know we've talked about it before, but didn't she like make her sister feel bad for having like survivor's guilt or something?
Like, no, she was using her sister's survival guilt as a platform to like preach her fucking shit over.
Yeah,
but her sister was like, "I just want to move on."
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Can you stop?
That's right. Yeah, I think she was designed to just be insufferable.
And then she's like, "How dare you go smoke a cigarette with this random dude?"
And then she got her head cut off.
Like she deserved.
And that's how it goes.
Awesome.
Just like Franklin.
Awesome, great, awesome.
So, yeah. We're going to talk about Frontiers next week. I think that's all we got for real.
Before we just keep talking about random shit.
So, yeah,
Meg
thanks
2
for
sucks.
listening. Huh?
That's what I forgot to mention during sequels.
What sucks?
The Meg 2 was not as good as the first
Oh,
one.
cool. Anyway, so thanks for listening. You know, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on
Meg
YouTube.
2 is on Jaws the Revenge level.
Good Lord. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts, I guess. I don't know. There's still no visual component to this because I don't care right now.
We don't got the time for that shit.
If I ever, when I move out, I'll fucking set it up. But I'm not moving out yet, so. Yeah.
Because you didn't have a heart attack?
Huh?
What?
Shut up. Shut up. You fucking. God damn it. God damn it. Anyway. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, sorry we took too long.
Hopefully, I think we should be good next time. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm excited to watch this movie. I'm hoping it makes me squirm.
Like a worm.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye,
Don't forget
boy.
to sleep and creep. You know what I'm
Sleep
saying?
and creep.
The creeper. That's good. All right, bye-bye.
Bye, boy.
Ooh-wee.